Welcome to this explainer. What if I told you that the absolute biggest difference between millionaires and everyone else? Well, it actually isn't intelligence, it's not luck, it's not raw talent, and it's definitely not just working around the clock. Most people spend their entire lives endlessly chasing money, completely unaware that they're missing the single habit that quietly builds wealth behind the scenes.
So what really separates millionaires from the rest of us? Let me be upfront. This habit we're going to look at today doesn't look exciting. It's not going to make flashy headlines, and no, it certainly won't make you rich overnight. But here's the thing. Almost every single self-made millionaire has mastered it. Today we're uncovering this hidden architecture of wealth, and we'll explore exactly why it matters so much more than any hot stock tip, fleeting business idea, or trendy side hustle.
Society has practically conditioned us to believe that the wealthy are just, infinitely smarter or miraculously lucky. Maybe they were born with untouchable talent or just suddenly struck by a surge of incredible hard work. But honestly, those are myths. The reality of wealth creation is far less cinematic in the short term, but it is infinitely more powerful in the long term.
Which brings us to Section 1, the big lie, the myth of sudden wealth. The truth is fundamentally different. Success is rarely, if ever, the result of one giant leap. It's actually the result of thousands of tiny, seemingly insignificant decisions repeated over many, many years. Think about it logically for a second. Nobody gets completely out of shape from eating just one bad meal, right? Nobody becomes an Olympic athlete from hitting the gym once, and absolutely nobody becomes wealthy from a single paycheck. The entire direction of your life is determined by your daily habits. Yet, so many people just focus obsessively on the outcomes while completely ignoring the systems required to get there. They want the results, but they really don't want to change the behaviors.
All right, let's dive into Section 2, the reveal, the hidden millionaire habit.
So here is the defining principle. The millionaire habit is consistently investing in your future self every single day, regardless of your motivation or the conditions around you. Notice the key word there, consistently. Not just occasionally, not only when you wake up feeling super inspired or when the economy happens to be booming. I mean every single day. Millionaires constantly and relentlessly invest in assets that are going to pay them back in the future. Whether those assets are cash-flowing businesses, high-income skills, financial portfolios, or even highly valuable relationships.
There is a massive psychological divide happening here. The average person spends most of their waking time consuming. They're constantly asking, what can I get today? But the millionaire, they spend a huge chunk of their time creating, asking instead, what can I build today that's going to benefit me for years down the road? The masses consume what others have built, while the wealthy create the things that others will consume. That tiny little shift in your daily thought architecture, it literally changes everything about your trajectory.
Let's move to Section 3, the engine, the power of compounding.
So, the really crucial point here is that compounding isn't just some financial concept reserved for Wall Street bank accounts. It goes way beyond money. Knowledge compounds, skills compound, relationships and reputation absolutely compound. Think about a person who reads just 10 pages of a book a day. They aren't going to feel any smarter by Friday, but after 5 years, they've digested dozens of books and absorbed insights that the vast majority of the population is literally never going to discover. A creator who uploads content every day might see zero traction at first, but after hundreds of videos, the results snowball into something extraordinary and completely undeniable.
When we actually visualize the math here, that snowball effect becomes incredibly clear. In year 1, the value accumulated from these daily habits is, frankly, really low. It feels like you're putting in all this work and getting absolutely nowhere. By year 5, okay, you're seeing medium, solid returns. But look at year 10. The growth is exponential. It's massive. Small actions seem completely insignificant in the short term, but they become wildly life-changing over the long haul. This exact trajectory is exactly why millionaires think in years and decades, while most people are just stuck thinking in days.
Now for Section 4, the trap, why most people fail.
Why does almost everyone miss this? Well, the answer is society's widespread addiction to immediate rewards. Social media, endless entertainment, absolute comfort, and instant gratification. Now, to be fair, the problem isn't enjoying these things occasionally. We're all human. The fatal trap is making them the absolute center of your life. Every single hour spent doom scrolling or passively consuming entertainment is an hour you are not spending creating. It's an hour lost forever. Every day you spend waiting to feel motivated is a day you can never, ever get back. Listen to this closely, because it's absolutely crucial. Your future is purchased by what you sacrifice today. Wealthy people understand something fundamental that most of us just miss. They win because they are infinitely more patient. They are perfectly willing to delay gratification.
They can put their heads down and work on a project for months, maybe even years, before seeing any major rewards. They pull ahead, not necessarily because they possess higher IQs, but simply because they're way more patient than the competition.
Let's look at Section 5, a simple example, a tale of two paths.
I want you to imagine two people for a second. They earn the exact same salary, they have the exact same education, and they live in the exact same city. Their starting line is absolutely identical, but here is where their daily choices diverge. Person A finishes work and spends every spare hour on entertainment, pure consumption. Person B, however, makes a slightly different choice. They dedicate just one single hour every day to learning a valuable skill. Maybe it's digital marketing, learning to code, or mastering sales. Just 1 hour of creating and investing in their future self. Follow this timeline with me. In year 1, there is practically no difference in their lifestyles. Honestly, person A might even seem a bit happier because they're relaxing more. But by year 5, the gap becomes highly noticeable. Person B is probably earning more, maybe they're building a side business or unlocking new networks. By year 10, they are living completely different lives. The devastating long-term cost of ignoring your future self becomes a stark reality. The difference between them wasn't natural talent. It was simply that daily 1-hour investment.
Which brings us to Section 6, the blueprint, how to build this habit.
Here are the 3 essential rules to hardwiring this hidden millionaire habit into your own routine. Step 1. Learn every single day. Read books, listen to educational audiobooks, actively study successful people. Step 2. Create more than you consume. Write, design, build, produce, or sell something. And step 3. Think long-term. You absolutely have to extend your time horizon.
There is an unshakable rule in life. The world rewards creators far more than consumers. Listen, even if you only dedicate 20 minutes a day to producing something of value, you are radically transforming your future. By writing, building, or learning a high-income skill daily, you're actively participating in the creator economy. You are building equity in yourself instead of just giving all your attention away to someone else's platform.
And this mental reframe, it changes everything. Stop asking, what can I gain this week, and start asking, what can I build over the next 5 years? This kind of long-term thinking is one of the absolute most powerful competitive advantages in today's highly distracted world. Remember, most people quit entirely too early. Those who just manage to stay consistent end up winning almost by default, simply because the rest of the world gave up.
Finally, Section 7, the final takeaway, the architecture of your future.
To bring all of this together, the millionaire habit nobody talks about isn't some secret crypto coin or hidden stock tip. It is simply the relentless, daily investment in your future self. Here is the paradigm shift you need to walk away with today. Most people wildly overestimate what they can achieve in 10 days, but they drastically underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. Wealth is created through small actions repeated long enough for compounding to do the heavy lifting for you. So, I urge you to start today. Learn something, build something, improve something, because the future version of you is being constructed entirely by the habits you are practicing right now. So, I'll leave you with this lingering, vital question to reflect on. Are your current daily habits building your wealth, or are they quietly stealing it? Take a hard look at your routine today. Make the deliberate choice to become a creator instead of just a consumer and start building your future. Thanks for exploring this topic with me on this explainer, and remember to keep investing in yourself.